Anyway, so like I was saying now, so the way we are going to be having the class is that we are going to be doing sharing ideas. So this has been a problem, the national language question. That's what I want us to discuss, the national language question. So and I want us to look at it. Now in Nigeria, the lingua franca is English. Some people think because of the colonial history of Nigeria, this makes it a bad thing. But some other people think we don't actually have a choice. You know, you remember when we were talking in the class, we talked about what led to the adoption of English in Nigeria. We talked about the issue of multilingualism. We talked about the fact that different people have different languages. All this fake naming. So these are the things that we said led to, and then also the lack of interest by the colonizers to learn any indigenous language. So we mentioned some of these things as being responsible for why we are using English in Nigeria. Now, we also know people have been concerned that English is the language of the colonizer. They don't want to learn a language, but now, for the past 60 years plus, we have been supposedly independent. Independent in quotes. Some people will not agree with you because they will tell you that yes, you may have on paper that there's the British have gone and they don't have all the political power. But in the actual sense, the power, the economic power, the psychological power is still held by them because indeed, many of us, you need affirmation from the foreigner. You need affirmation from the foreigner before you can feel good about yourself. And for this reason, and this I think is also part of why. This is also part of why many people find it difficult to really relate to what we do. So one major thing has been the issue of the English language as the lingua franca in Nigeria. There be debates, there be attempts. People have attempted to say, okay, let's use all regional languages. Now the question is that which regional language will be used? You should just come and don't disturb my phone. Which regional language we agree not to be the one that is chosen? Which will be chosen? So that is one debate. Another debate has been the fact that now there's Pidgin. Why not let us use Pidgin? And some people will tell you, what is the meaning of that? It's only uneducated people or several people that speak Pidgin. I remember I told you the story when I was in Ghana. They were surprised when I told them that people speak Pidgin. They said, no, Prof, why will you speak Pidgin? And I told them, I said, of course, like we were discussing in one of the classes, the context determines some of these things. So if you are speaking to somebody, you want to buy tomatoes from one mala, will you not be speaking Queen's English to the person? He may not know what you are talking about. So at times, yes, I'm a professor, but then I'll be forced to speak because of that. Then at times, when you are with your mates, your college mates, your old friends, you tend to fall into that category because nobody sees it as something below. So this is also another debate. Then other people are saying, okay, let us create an artificial language created from the indigenous languages, and that's why we have the likes of Wazobia. We have the likes of Wazobia coming. So I think you have heard of Wazobia. When you are going there, why do you go and disturb her first? So Wa in Yoruba means calm, Zo in Hausa means calm, Bia in Igbo means calm, and so the person just contrived that. And that's why 50 naira is called Wazobia, because that was when the idea came, and most people call 50 naira Wazobia. And they call it Wazo, still from Wazobia. And this is an attempt, but did it catch on? No. So people say, okay, let us use one of the indigenous languages. Some of the indigenous languages, the minority languages in quotes. The languages that are not as large in coverage like Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So people will tell you, Some people will tell you that let us use that because it makes the problem of the political tension less. And that is what some people will suggest. So all this why Nigerians have not been able to agree. And so we have what we call the national language question. It is still there. Now I brought it to you today. What do you think Nigeria should do in the light of this problem we have identified? I'll give you different ways that people are trying to solve this problem. But we're not able to solve the problem. What do you think is the problem? Or how do you think Nigeria should go about it? So this is why I want us to discuss today. And you are going to tell me. I've told you my past, so you are going to tell me now. What is funny? Should I give you some time to think about it? You said what? You had a question? Okay, I outlined to you that since Nigeria was forced to adopt English language, I've given you about 4 scenarios of how people are trying to solve that. Oh, Nigeria should, of course, some people advocate that English should be retained, that Nigeria should have a national language. So we call it national language question. But we have not been able to, so I've given you the scenario, different scenario of how people are trying to solve the problem. But it seems we have not been able to get an answer. Why do you think you do not have an answer? What do you think Nigeria should do? So those are the things I am asking us to discuss. And I said I'm not going to tell you. You're going to tell me. Yes. Yes. How should Nigeria solve the problem? You guys should tell us. Maybe you can give the one to give us the brilliant idea and solve this problem. Is what? It's impossible. Okay, come and tell us why. Why do you think it's impossible? If you want to talk, just raise your hand, then I will call you. Oh yeah, let's hear from you. You said it is impossible. Why? Why is it impossible? Come and tell us. Come and tell us now.
I didn't say it's not possible. I said, is it possible? Can it be possible?
That's why I'm asking you people the question now. Imagine, oh, you want to tell me? You want? Oh, okay, that is possible. Okay, somebody say it is possible. Okay, you mean France as a country?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's state of origin. No, come. Oh yeah, come here. I'm actually on YouTube live.
I think.
Yeah, talk to. Somebody want to solve Nigeria's problem. Come. Yeah.
I think we should imitate France as a country. Family, France, they don't have this national language that's French. They have they relate in with their individual indigenous languages, just like Nigeria, where we have the Igbo, Hausa, then sub dialects of each language is like that. So if they can abolish the state of origin from our official documents, that's one. Number two, I think they have to make a pact with indigenous rulers, those Obas, Emirs, and all. If they can make a pact, like pact with the indigenous rulers, I think we can see the light from there, because I feel our major issue as a country, one of our major issues as a country is tribalism. Yes, that's
How does this solve the problem of the language?
the language. To have an official language, that's Nigeria. So we can then train, because I think I was on a chat, I think on X or on Facebook, I don't know, I think it's a language community like that. So if you listen to the language, the accent of the people of old, that's those former rulers, those people that actually sat under the
tutelage of the
colony, yes, the way they speak is different from what we are speaking now. And so if we can do that, then
So is it good or is it bad?
I think it's collabo. Yes, it's good in some aspects, then it's bad as well. And
So okay, what is the good part? What is the bad part?
the good part is we can actually have that sense of unity. Not that we are doing, oh, this one is my brother, this one is my one name, this one is my homo, yeah. Yes, I think here we have that sense of unity, because before it is easy to just divide Nigeria when you throw, excuse me, when you throw that tribal slur. And no, you don't say this one will be your brother, you don't say this one is one now, you don't say this one is open man. It is easy to divide us with tribe. So once we the sense of, okay, we are all speaking English, we are one. That is why I said that state of origin should be abolished from our official documents. They should give us one sense of unity and that pride of nationalism.
Now, first and foremost, as a Nigerian. Okay, that's your view. Okay.
Yes.
France don't have different communities in Nigeria.
They used to. They used to have that their indigenous language. They had to work. It's not a not abolish, but they had to make fast with those indigenous rulers to make France the number one and recognize. So even in their villages.
Can you give us some of the examples of this indigenous languages?
In France. I think we all have a smartphone. I don't know it offhand. So we should go to Google.
Because I think that is actually more of a British problem.
Because I think English is the only language now that we know that, okay, we can. Because if you say you want to pick Yoruba and say, okay, let everybody in Nigeria speak Yoruba, the Igbo people will have issue with that. The Hausa people will have issue with that. Then if you bring the Hausa that we should learn, the Yoruba will have issue with that, the Igbo will have issue with that. Then if you pick people Yoruba, even if people will have issue with speaking Yoruba, even if they are brothers.
Nigeria is in trouble.
Yes, this one.
But you just say it is possible.
It's possible. Let us use English. I think English is a greater possibility than any other indigenous language.
It's possible, but abolishing our culture, I don't consider. We can still create a language where none of us can speak.
Which language?
We feel manufacturing language.
But I mentioned 2 attempts that have been done to do that. Wazobia, Gosa, they have not been able to achieve that.
You know what? Many people say, where is the Ishakili should be there. Many people say, Laila, yeah, they have to be there. They say, no, so they are not agreeing to Wazobia. Thank you.
Yeah, she was virtually convincing me with that this okay, it's okay. Let's have any other opinion. That's our own opinion. So come over. Stay there and face them.
Okay. For me, I think separation. should be influenced because no indigenous leader or tribal leader who want to.
No, just speak up. Just speak up. Please, let's be quiet. Let's be quiet so that we can hear.
I said separation for me is the best because.
Okay, separation in terms of what?
Like everybody should just separate, Nigerians should just separate, and everybody should go to separate. Because the Igbo, they will not want to leave their own tribal and their culture and everything to start imitating English. You understand?
But they're already speaking English.
Yeah, they are speaking it, but it's no this one that not everybody is still speaking it. You understand? So I think maybe Nigeria should just separate. The Nigerian Delta should just go their way. The Westerners should just go their way. Then everybody, the Hausas should go their way. That's when we can be able to.
That's political separation. Okay, can I tell you that in Edo State, you have Benin, right?
Yes.
You have Eson.
Yes.
You have Esako.
Yes.
You have in Akwa Edo. How would you say Sako?
Yes.
You have Onwa. In Akwa Edo, you now even have small. Even though the language are related, they are all Edo, but they are not. I think that's what she was trying to say about France. You have Normandy, this and that. I think that's what she was trying to say about that. But the language are still related actually. So when you say Edo State, they're actually the same language, but you have different dialects of Edo. Even as you have Yoruba, you have dialects of Yoruba. Now, I remember J.P. Clark said one of the reasons he didn't support the Civil War was that he looked in the Niger Delta. If the major tribes can go, the Niger Delta will be so broken into such pieces that they will just become very weak nations. You still believe that Nigeria should separate? That's the answer.
That's my own idea.
That's his own idea. Okay, good. So he has a right to his own views. He believes that the answer is a political solution of Nigeria breaking into fragments. And everybody cannot speak their language as it is in their village. Right? That's his own. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, that's his own view. Okay. Okay, I have a question for you. Oh, yeah, come now. Oh, yeah, come and take the question.
Okay, just like we have the south, the east, the west, and the north, we just separate like that. Just like that.
Wait. Let's. No, shall not finish. You get on our feet.
Yes, 4. Yes. Anywhere they like to go. Anywhere they like to go, they should just go. Anywhere they
Is there? They are not Igbo speaking, now they are Ifa speaking. They are not Igbo speaking. It's Ifa now. It's Ifa. Yes, now it's Agbo. Agbo is Ifa. But they will tell you that they are originally from Benin. That's what they will tell you.
Anywhere they choose to go, they should go. Anywhere they choose to go. Anywhere they choose to go. Or they can decide to stay alone.
Wait now, let's have another question.
Separation is.
Okay, you are suggesting that we should speak English.
Another language different from English.
Did you attend the conference where English was chosen? attend the conference where English was chosen? It was an imposition. It was an imposition by the colonialists. That's their language. Instead of learning the Indian language, they said to say, but India was able to solve that problem. Let that be a multilingual country. They were able to have their Hindi. Even though they have English, but they have their Hindi. But it's a more multilingual nation. It's a more complex multilingual nation than Nigeria. So what is the problem with Nigeria? Any other view, any other comments? Anybody else that want to say anything?
Nigeria, we are Nigeria. That what makes us unique. Our multilingual society, that what makes us unique. We have different dialects, different tribes, and different cultures. That's why we are unique. We're not like every other people now.
Okay, now she's also making another point now. That the differences is what is the uniqueness of Nigeria. Now, so why are we not using it as a strength? Why is it not being used as a strength and it became a weakness? Because she made a very important point that said that once they just throw the tribal this thing at you, everybody becomes crazy. Everybody begin to now think, oh, I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa, I'm Yoruba, Emi local, this, that. It becomes the issue. Then somebody that has been your neighbor for years, for decades, he becomes your enemy. Because politicians told you so. The man didn't offend you, but you carry that guy, you go and kill the person. You now know that some Igbo ni. You now know that what you call one name or something like that. One name. Anyone. But the point we are making is that instead of using the diversity as strength, it became a tool in the hands of politicians against us. And we refuse to learn how to answer them. Because if this person had been your neighbor, had been your friend, okay, all of you are here now. I don't know, maybe it's only person that may not be here is a northerner. Am I correct? And why? You know why northerners don't come? They are afraid of southerners. I had a friend that was doing a PhD at UI. He said people are praising him that, you tried or you came here. And I was like, why are they saying that? That he was in UI. He was a very friend, how could I forget this guy's name now? No, not Adiza. What? I forget. I will remember his name. He was a very close friend. He was a PhD student then. People are looking at him now. See, he went to fight the lion and he's surviving. I was like, in Ibadan of all places, so Ibadan where nobody said, nobody they see you, and if they work out your own, even if you want for, they will quickly help to raise you up. That's it. No, is it a friend of mine came to visit when I was doing my PhD UI, and she was surprised. Said when she got to Bokola, she was not asking questions. The guy said, that is sorrow. That is not because he's going somewhere. He would have taken her to UI. Now I said, what kind of human beings are this? I said, yes, that's the culture I grew up in. That's the culture I grew up in. Yes, Lagos is fast lane, but where I grew up is slow lane. You care for people. You care for people. So, and that's where the man came to do PhD. They are looking at him and say, I go to face lion. Because we don't understand ourselves. Politicians tell you the Igbo man is a wicked person. So you tell you carry that guy, you go and kill him. They tell you that Yoruba people are bad people. Then you say, you don't want a Yoruba in your house. They tell you that Hausa people, they are this and that. That is just it. And politicians exploit this. When they see you are coming together to fight your oppressors, they will remind you that you are a Muslim or you are a Christian. They remind you that you are from Igbo land or you are from, you should not be friends with a Yoruba person. They will remind you. Then you now say, this person will be your friend that you went to school with. Then will now become your enemy all of a sudden. As you are sitting together, is anybody dragging dagger for you? No. But so why do we do it to ourselves when politicians tell you so? Manipulation. Instead of this diversity being a strength, then we are using it as a weakness. because it is exploited and it is used against us. I don't know. All that we have said have been political things. We have actually not said how does Nigeria solve the problem. So maybe the problem will be solved if we're able to solve the political situation. It seems, from all the angle that all of you have been looking at the matter, as if the only answer is that you should solve the political situation before you can solve the language problem. Is that your position? But we also say that it's because we lack political will. Essentially, we lack political will. We can solve this problem. India did it. Tanzania did it. Why is it difficult for us? And the longer we are living it, the worse it gets. The longer we are living it, the worse it gets. Now, before, we will look at somebody's integrity and then we pretend to. But now, nobody even, blatantly, he will tell you that it's not going better for you because your father is Igbo. I said somebody on X, somebody was telling me, he saw my name, he said, who dash you, Molara? And it's my mother's people that gave me the name. And because he saw Molara Nwabweze, so the person was not looking like, who dash you, Molara? Because the Nwabweze means that I'm from Igbo. And that is not because the person that I could actually have been a Yoruba person that married an Igbo person. And that's how crazy people are. That's how crazy people are. And you have people. What was the couple I was seeing recently? There was a couple I was seeing recently. I don't know which of them is Igbo, which one is Yoruba again. And you are looking at what happened to those children. I'm trying to remember the couple. I was just thinking about them. And somebody will tell you that you should hate Igbo. Now your father is Igbo, your mother is Yoruba. So who are you going to hate? No, sincerely. What do you put such children through? But we are trying to solve Nigerian language problem. And finally, I will say I will do the critique of the language policy itself. I have not been able to. Nigerian education policy, which you have studied, says that at least the language or media environment should be taught to children. The 3 national languages should be used for in the schools, or every child should learn at least one. These are children that also cannot speak their own mother tongue. I was watching something on YouTube yesterday, Femi Oke, and he said what she regretted most was that the parents didn't teach her Yoruba. She grew up in the UK. She speaks like a Briton, but she could not speak Yoruba. Okay, the other girl that is saying everything in Nigeria is bad now. Can be bad enough. Now, it's possible she could even speak Yoruba. Because she says 60 years in Nigeria. Of course, some of you are in Nigeria, you cannot speak your language anyway. But it's even possible that one could speak. But now she doesn't want to hear anything about Nigeria again. Now, it's her choice. And I like the way Femi Oke answered that question. It's her choice. But the truth is this. You cannot remove that Nigerian blood. You have been born to it. Nobody make a choice of where they will be born. But when you are born there, what is your contribution to that community? That becomes a question. Now, as I'm saying that, we are talking about the Nigerian language situation. As long as we are not able to face head on the way the countries that solve their own problem were able to, I'm going to allow petty things to determine for us what happens. We will be stuck with English. And as I ask you that question, does somebody be able to speak English make the person intelligent? Is it a sign that the person is more intelligent? Because somebody cannot speak, we laugh at the person. Does it mean the person is intelligent? Does it mean the person is smart? Does it mean the person is good? Now, this is a question you can answer to yourself. But I assure you, if we don't have political will to determine our fate as a people, we will be stuck with English. Somebody is suggesting that Nigeria should break up. And the issue is this. Yeah? I don't know this is in Nigeria that the answer is so everybody should go their way. But even if you must go, it must be that you shed blood. Then, and that was why I gave you that example. In Edo State alone, How many peoples can you have? If some person is saying, you have to use sense to try and get what the person is saying. The person is speaking Edo, but a dialect of Edo. A Benin person is saying, you have to use sense because you're not from there. The Benin person is not even making the effort to understand what the Esan person is saying. The Benin person is not even making effort to understand what the Esako person is saying. Why? And the Benin is saying it's a minority in Nigeria. Is it not true? It is true now. I don't state, let even say everybody is speaking the same language. It's one state out of 36. Uh-huh. So let even say that all of you, yes, the Edo language is the same. So I think the people that may be different are Igara people because they are actually speaking Igbira. Their language is sourced from Jukun area. So now the other Edo people, the other Edo people are actually what is it called now? They're speaking the language and all of that. But it's just one state out of the many. The other people in the north will deceive themselves and tell you that everybody from the middle belt is a northerner. Is it true? No. It is not true. Then the Yoruba will tell you that, okay, everybody there is also from Yoruba land. I don't know. It seems their own may be a bit, maybe correct. Igbo people will tell you everybody is a Easterner. Is it always true? We will tell you that the Igbo that Nisha people speak is different from the one that Abia people speak. Is it true? That's why you have Okoro and Okolo. Abi? So and that is just it. It's the reality of the language. It's the reality of the political situation of the country. But I think we can use the unity, the diversity, the diversity to our advantage. And that's why you see people. Are you aware there's what we call Nigerian accent? Yes. So that means there's actually a branding, a projection that is Nigerian. Whether you're from the north, you're from the south, you're from the west. It looks the same to people outside. So why are we not using it to our advantage? Why are we not using it to our benefit? Why are we using it against ourselves? The first time I went to Tambo Airport, or Tambo Airport in South Africa, when I was coming down in the airport, coming out in the Johannesburg, you know the first music I was hearing, P Square, and I was surprised. When I was in Ghana for sabbatical for 1 year, you know the music that makes the party, yeah. Anyway, not that I was going to party, but I'll be where I think there was a club or something like that near in the campus, not far from where I stay. I think there was a place there. Normally when my husband comes around, we go there, they said do something like that. So we go there in a garden, like sort of. And what music do they play? Nigerian music. Nigerian music. Now other people outside admire us. But we ourselves, we are against one another. But we can solve the problem. It's a choice we can make. We are stuck with English until we are able to sit down as a people and tell ourselves the truth that we want to solve our problem. If we do not, we will not solve the problem. That's the truth. But the choice is ours. The choice is absolutely ours. So, Nigerian English problem, Nigerian language problem, or the national language problem remains. Except we come together as a people and decide that we want to solve the problem. But it doesn't preclude that you can think it through. Maybe I've not thought about it before, but sit down now and think it through. Is there anything I can suggest and help Nigeria to use to achieve this problem? I'm making this video a live recording. You can go there and make the comments and say, this is what I think. This is what I think. So that is it. So, any questions? Okay, we have gone through a lot of things. I don't know if there's anything that you need clarification on, anything that is not clear, anything that you like us to discuss in all the topics that we have treated in the class. Before we call it quiz and go into the CA test. Of all the topics. This kind of job you are giving me, you get as a bill. Okay, so let me see. We talked about how English came. Let me see now. There are different slides actually, so I don't know. Okay, let me look for your course outline. Maybe that one I can. Okay, we look at the history of Nigeria, how for English in Nigeria, how English came to be. Like it was brought by the Britons. We look at the concept of Englishes, looking at the different Englishes globally, and what actually makes an English to become is the context of its location. So we're able to talk about Nigerian English, British English, American English, and all kind of Englishes. We talk also the what led to the consequence, the local varieties that developed. We said that it's usually the nativization. When the English have become nativized within the context of its environment of existence, then it becomes nativized. Then we talk about how the Nigerian standard English also emerged, and the attempts that have been made. Now we say that it is not as if some people will tell you whether there's anything like Nigerian English, but we also say that right, really it exists. But what are the features? We look at them, the syntactic, the phonological, the lexical, the discursive features. We look at all the features that actually identify. And we say that now how you can actually standardize is that you have to codify. And there are processes for codifying the English language. So the Nigerian English. So there is standard Nigerian English, and it's mostly determined by education. Now we say that the one that's essentially used or used as standard is the one that's spoken by the educated Nigerians. Then we also look at the classifications of Nigerian English, and we have the Banjo classification, we have the Awolusi classification, we have the Brohan classification. Who did I forget now? Bangboshe classification, Udufort classification. So we look at the different classifications of the English language based on their level of proficiency of the speakers. So while we see the ones that are totally uneducated, we have the ones that are highly educated, and we also have the class that actually have that are so high that they are like the RPR, which are the minimal in form. Then we look at also the Nigerian English, the Nigerian standard English, the non-standard English, and examples of them. Then we look at the pidgin itself. What led to the emergence of pidgin, and we're able to say that yes, it is a trade language, but now it has such national spread that some people are even proposing it as lingua franca. So we also look at the way the Indian languages actually influence the spoken English. And now you have the Nigerian flavor of the Nigerian English. And of course, don't forget that even Nigerian pidgin itself source its resources from the for Indian languages. So Indian language and English are actually where you have the combination that resulted in what you have as the pidgin English. And we also look at creoles. We look at creoles, and that when a language, a pidgin, has become nativized or become the mother tongue for some people, then it gains the status of creole. Then we look at the so we also mentioned the various models of the English worldwide. We have the British, we have the American, we have the Australian English, we even have the Indian English. So we have these different types of English. Then today we are able to talk about the national language problem and why it has persisted. So this is also what we discussed today. So essentially, these are the things we have discussed. You have the notes, and in some cases you have the videos. So please, let's go through them and get ourselves ready. So is there any of them that is there's a problem? I think this is the summary of all that we actually discussed. So you can look at your notes, and when you watch the video, please make your notes so that you can also be able to follow the discussion. Guys, 40 people have looked at them that without you that have questions by now. There was an assignment they're supposed to submit by 9th of January. Are they giving you? They are giving you. They didn't give you the assignment. Okay, please collect and let me have them today. Okay, so yeah, you were supposed to submit last week now. On the 9th of January, that was the day you were supposed to submit. Did not tell you? That means you didn't watch the videos now because it is on the video. Okay, so let's go. So now we are going to go to the CA. So I'm going to end the YouTube live stream now. So I'm going to end the live stream now so that we can go to our CA test now.